Hey, how you doing, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be starting a new series where I'm going to be visiting towns and cities for every single letter of the alphabet, all the way from A through to Z. So not only when I'm in each city will I be exploring the sites, I will be performing 3 tasks. The first task is to visit a local landmark. The second task will be to eat some local cuisine. And finally, the third task will be to drink a local beer, preferably one that is brewed in that city. And so to kick off this A to Z European adventure, I'm in one of Europe's most famous cities, known for its canals, culture and history. Have you guessed where I am? Welcome to Amsterdam. So we're going to move away from the central station and make my way to Jordan. We're going to take some sights and explore the city as we move around and perform our 3 tasks. As you can see, it is really busy. Sun's shining, it's a beautiful day. So as I make my way down from Central Station to Jordan, just walking down the street here, and it's just lots of bars and restaurants. It's really busy today, the sun's shining, it is actually a really beautiful day. So as you walk around the city, you get a lot of these side streets here that are lots of food, restaurants, bars, takeaway places. And a lot of these side streets that we've just gone down come out into areas where all the canals are. So behind me here is the Anne Frank house, which is now a museum, and it's probably one of the most visited places in Amsterdam. Anne Frank house tells the story of a Jewish girl who hid here during World War II. Her diary has become one of the most powerful books ever written. I'm going to go inside and take the tour. Unfortunately, video and photographs are strictly prohibited inside, but I'm going to put some B-roll footage from the Anne Frank House website. So let's head inside and experience this landmark. Okay, so I've just been inside the Anne Frank House Museum. It's a very moving experience. If you are interested in history, especially World War II history, it's definitely a place to come and experience whilst you're visiting Amsterdam. So it's now time to move on and experience some more of this beautiful city. We're going to go and take a look around the 9 streets and the canals. So one of the other things that you notice whilst walking around this city is the amount of bicycles there are, whether they're parked up or people riding them. There are over 800,000 bikes in Amsterdam, which is as many as there are people. And no, I won't be singing the Queen song. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. So I've now reached the 9 streets and canals area of the city. Bit of an hidden gem, people are saying online. It's full of boutiques and cafes. So if you're looking for a less touristy area with amazing canal views, this is the place to be. You can sit outside a load of these bars and restaurants in the sunshine and watch the world go by as people walk past. Great place for people watching. One thing that I didn't know is Amsterdam's canals are UNESCO listed. The city was built on swampy land, so these canals help keep the ground stable, which is important for the amount of bicycles that are being rode about here. Get a lot of cars driving down the side streets, let alone the amount of tourists that you get here as well. Right, so after visiting the 9 streets and the canals, it's time to move on to task number 2 of this trip, which is to try a local dish. So it's now time for the next task, and that is to eat some local food. So I'm going to come in here to Van Wonderen Stroopwafels. It's one of the most popular dishes here in the Netherlands. This sweet treat was invented in the 18th century in Gouda. It's made of 2 thin waffles with caramel filling in the middle. You can get them plain, or you can have different toppings like chocolates and nuts. So let's head inside and take a look and see what they've got to offer. And we're going to go and try one of these stroopwafels. So I've just got my stroopwafels. I got 2. Got one that's just got hazelnut on it, and then another one that's got chocolate and like crispy caramel. So this came to €23 for these 2. They are the small size. They do 3 sizes, and they do conserve warm, and they smell really good. So let's give these a go. So I've just finished the stroopwafels. Beautiful, really, really good. Quite expensive for what they are, but I guess you're paying for the experience, and in a bit of a touristy area. I think the pigeons had as much as I did. Every time the toppings kept coming off, there was pigeons bloody everywhere. So it's now time to move away from this task and explore more of this city. I'm going to head over to what is probably the most tourist area of Amsterdam, well, during the day anyway, and I'm sure at night there are certain other specific areas that get busy. So let's head over. I've come to one of the most popular tourist attractions. It is really busy here. Welcome to Dam Square. This is a historic heart of Amsterdam. What you've got here is the Royal Palace, the National Monument, Madame Tussauds. You do get a mix of street performers and tourists everywhere. So let's take a look around Dam Square before we move on to our next stop. this area is a really unique part of Amsterdam. As you can see, there are no canals anywhere in this area. So I'm now going to move on to my next task. This footage of me going into Cafe Kalkenhoven was filmed on a previous visit to Amsterdam, so that's why I look a little bit different. As my wife would say, I look a little bit homeless. So this is a Brovage beer. It's a local brewed beer. It's come €5.90. Let's give it a try and see what it's like. That's really nice. Okay, so for the final part of my tour around Amsterdam, I've come to the museum plane, which is home to the Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, and the famous I Amsterdam sign. And just behind me is Vandal Park, which is the perfect place to relax after exploring the city for a day. Okay, so that's my time come to an end exploring this unique city of Amsterdam. I hope you've enjoyed walking around the streets with me and seeing the sights and performing my 3 tasks. It's now time to move on to letter B. Leave a comment down below where you think I'm going to be going to, but here is a sneak peek. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help small YouTubers grow. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get updates when I release new videos in my European A to Z adventure. And I will see you at the destination of letter B.